September 11, 2001, two planes hijacked by Muslims crashed into the World Trade Center in New York City, killing everyone on board and thousands working inside. Since that day, Americans have been given a different perspective of this culture and their followers. News, media, and society have made Muslims appear as a religion of terrorists, causing the U.S. people to feel scared.
We have something that has happened here at the World Trade Center. Of the World Trade Center was horrible here. People are standing in the street in tears. People are panicking and
Muslim, but I'm not considered to be religious by any stretch of the imagination. I think the only thing I do that adheres by Islam is the eating of the no pork. Otherwise, I'm not really religious. I don't go pray. Don't really adhere by the holidays. So you can kind of put me as a Muslim, but it's not really defined by myself.
I guess the religion that I practice at this point in time is none. I'm raised Christian, went to private school my entire life, but at this point in time I'm an agnostic.
I practice Islam. I was born and raised as a Muslim. I was born in Saudi Arabia and raised in Saudi Arabia and became here.
I'm a Christian. I go to a non-denominational Christian church. I wasn't raised in a religious household.
Political issue that got blown out of proportion and is being used to garner votes and to garner sympathy votes for those that are against it. You look at, the logistics of it and how there's been mosques, within Ground Zero for years, even before the Twin Towers were built. They should be allowed to build it. It's not really a mosque. It's a cultural center with a slight religious area in there.
I don't feel that Muslims should be, it's not fair for them to be guilty by association, so to speak. I understand that a lot of Americans are up in arms, but who's to say that there weren't Muslims in the World Trade Center that were killed by their own people in their own religion? I feel that Muslims have every right to build a mosque near Ground Zero, and I understand a lot of Americans they're upset with the idea, but it is what it is.
Since the project has been initiated, I think it has its good and bad sides. If it's as people claim, as the guy behind the project claims, that it will be part of understanding among all the American people, and then I guess it's a good project.
While I understand that it wasn't the religion as a whole that caused 9/11, I think it's disrespectful to the families of 9/11 to have a mosque built on the side of the World Trade Centers in Ground Zero. So I think there are other places in New York that it would be better.
From sacred ground,
shame on them,
to battleground.
I'm here for human rights.
2 blocks away from Ground Zero, demonstrators on both sides of the Islamic Center debate are preparing for a showdown.
What's very upsetting is that over 1,100 family members were never found. To me, that's a cemetery.
People say it's too close to Ground Zero. Well, where does the First Amendment kick in again? 2 blocks, 3 blocks, a mile away, a state away?
The first thing that pops in my head is that the main religion of America, United States, is Christianity. So that wouldn't technically be the other religion in regard to that question. So I think the next predominant religion would be Judaism. And so I think those two kind of blend together, and that would be the other religion of America.
My idea when it comes to America's other would be, or in the religious aspect would be Islam, not in the sense that it's the negative other of Christianity, which is the predominant religion in the state. I just feel that you have Christianity here, you have Islam here, and in a way there's almost like a sense of competition.
I don't like to think that there is another, but like in the media, probably they provoke like Islam is the other religion, and it's like the threat against the values of United States. So like in the media, I think it's
I feel like America's a pretty diverse culture, and so I don't know that we necessarily have an other, but when I think about the media, I think that they portray the other as a minority, which would be Muslim religion.
I'm an American, I'm a Muslim.
Muslim groups are now running these ads designed to improve the image of the faith.
In recent weeks,
a lot of people have been telling you
what to think about Muslims.
They say you should fear me,
suspect me,
hate me.
But the truth is, I don't want to impose my faith on you.
I don't want to take over this country.
And I don't support terrorism of any form.
Islam teaches me to
respect all people,
improve society,
and stand up for justice for all.
I am here and have been here for generations,
wanting the same thing you do.
The chance to pursue
life,
liberty,
peace, and happiness.
I don't think that they should be discriminated against. I think if we discriminated against a group of people where a couple of maniacs did something, then, you know, this would be a very terrible world.
I personally don't feel that Muslims should be discriminated against. It was a few small group of radical Islamists that decided to bomb the World Trade Center, and I feel that it's quite ignorant to blame an entire group of people for a small group's actions.
Well, I don't think like Muslims should be discriminated against after 9/11. Yes, like a group of extremist Muslims have done that, but I don't think the mainstream Muslims believe in that.
I definitely don't think that Muslims should be discriminated against after 9/11. I think it's really stereotypical of people to assume that all Muslims are that way just because that's the religion of the people who committed